So when we tell the reason why we do an action, so we spoke about before when we said, how do we make plans? We say, I'm going to do something. I'm going to the movies. I'm going to the cinemas. But when I want to tell you why, I need to use the infinitive of purpose. So so we know a verb is an action, and the infinitive form is just to verb. That means I haven't changed it. I haven't put it in the present, past, or future. So it's to study. The conjugated form means that I put the action maybe in the past, maybe in the present, or maybe in the future. So for example, to study, I don't know who did the action, or if it's in the past, present, future. It's called the infinitive form of the action. But the conjugated form, now I know, okay, I studied. I studied last night, or I am studying, or I will study in the future. I will study. Okay, so that tells us the action and if we need to put it in the infinitive form or the conjugated form. So we know that we have the main action. You say what you're doing, and then the reason why. So you could start the sentence with because or so that. So you could use any tense, past, present, future. And then when you want to say why, you say to verb. So for example, I'm going to the movies. Why? To watch the latest film. I'm going to dinner to celebrate my birthday. I am going to the theater to see or to watch a play. So when I want to say why, I say to verb after the main action, after I tell you what I'm going to do. So I say what I'm doing. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And then why? To see, to watch, to meet, to get to know, to learn. So for example, have a look at these sentences. I went to the park. So that shows me the main action. What did I do? I went to the park. Or I could say, I am going to go to the park. Why? To relax. So I'm using the infinitive, to verb, to relax. I drank chamomile tea. That's an action. I did something. I'm going to drink chamomile tea. Why? To sleep well. Actually, I should change this to because we want to practice in here. We want to practice I'm going to the park to relax. I'm going to drink chamomile tea to sleep well. I'm going to hear the radio. Why? To listen to music. I'm going to the beach. Why? To see the sunset, to meet up with friends, to have dinner, whatever. I'm going to watch a documentary. A documentary, why? To practice my English, or to learn about wildlife animals, or to learn about the world, or to learn about religion. So whatever, I need to say why here. I'm going to bed early tonight. I'm going to bed earlier or early tonight. Why? To wake up early. Or you could say, because I need to wake up early. I'm going to Henley Beach. You could say the name of the place where you're going. I'm going to, so this is a noun, Henley Beach, with my sister. Why? To see a festival. And with this one, I just want to, when I was a child, so this is a past sentence, my father invited me to the theater. Why? To watch an opera. So we've got an interview with the filmmaker Adrian Seymour. So let's read the article about this filmmaker. So it says here, we're going to fill in the missing words. Last week, I spoke to Adrian Seymour. Okay, so we need to listen and then fill in the words here. Adrian makes films about nature and animals. Okay, so try to see what word goes in here. Okay, so let's listen and read and put in the missing words here.
Track 87, Unit 9B. Last week, I spoke to Adrian Seymour to find out about his films. Adrian makes films about nature and animals. This year, he's going to Honduras to make a film about the rainforest. He's going in the summer to film wildlife, and then he's going back to his office in the autumn to finish making the film. So it's going to take about 6 months in total. Then, in the winter, when he's finished the film, he's going to Indonesia to have a holiday.
Okay, so it should read, last week I spoke to Adrian Seymour to find out about his films. Number C, to find out about his films. So you can just put a C there. Adrian makes films about nature and animals. This year, he's going to Honduras, A, to make a film. So I said why. Why is he going there? To make a film. To verb, to make a film, the infinitive. About the rainforest. He's going in the summer, E, to film wildlife. So I said why. He's going in summer. Why? To film wildlife. And then he's going back to his office in autumn to finish making the film. So B for number 4, to finish making the film. So it's going to take about 6 months in total. Then in winter, when he's finished the film, he's going to Indonesia to have a holiday. So I told you why, to verb, to have a holiday. Okay, so you can see that that was really good. It's talking about plans. Remember, in the future, what is he going to do? He is going to make a film. He's going to have a holiday, to film the wildlife. Okay, so not forgetting that we're using the subject with the verb to be, and then going to, and then the main action. So for example here, let's make some sentences. For number 1, read this book about Martin Scorsese. So we can say, for number 9, number 9C, I'm going, to read this book about Martin Scorsese to find out about his life. I'm going to go to art school. Why? To study painting. I'm going to play this computer game again. Why? To reach level 5. B. I'm going to buy theater tickets. Why? To see a play by Shakespeare. I'm going to watch these videos. Why? D. To learn how to play the guitar. So here are some more sentences with I'm going to. So remember, that's talking about our plans. What are we going to do? What action? I'm going to clean the garden. Say why? To grow some plants. I'm going to the mall tomorrow to buy some vegetables, or I'm going to the market. I'm going to go to the garden now to look at the flowers. I'm going to the beach on the weekend to relax. I'm going to the museum on the weekend to see the native Australian animals. I'm going to the museum next week to see the dinosaur exhibition. I'm going to drive to the beach next week to enjoy the holidays, to enjoy my day off. I'm going to a concert in August to see my favorite singer. I'm going to Hahndorf tomorrow to take some beautiful pictures of the autumn trees. I'm going to the park on Friday to walk for an hour. Or I'm going to the park on Friday to exercise. I'm going to a concert next week with my friends to see a famous Colombian DJ. So in 11, you can say your plans. So if you say to someone what you want to do, remember to use going to verb. So subject to be, going to verb. So I'm going to church on Sunday. Now someone can say they want to know why. You can just ask the question, why are you going to church? Or you could say, okay, why are you going to do that? And then they can respond to speak and pray to God. Because you remember, this is the infinitive of purpose. When we respond to an answer, when someone says, why are you doing that? Why are you going there? Why are you doing that? You say, well, you know, to see a new movie, to see, to have dinner, to meet new people, so that's how you respond. Immediately, you respond with to verb, whatever that main action is, to see, to speak, to know new people, to buy something new, to look for some good sales, to buy some fruit and vegetables, okay? So in the first part, you said your action, what you want to do. And if someone asks you why, you respond to verb. Okay, so that's what you do. You respond with to verb. Okay, so talk about your plans for the weekend. Remember using I'm going to go, I'm going to see, I'm going to meet my friends, whatever. So use that grammar term, going to whatever action. Remember, the main action is after going to. I'm going to see, I'm going to find, I'm going to buy, I'm going to drive, I'm going to whatever, and then say why. So you could say, I'm going to go to the markets, say when, on the weekend, or you could just say on Friday or on Saturday. I'm going to go to the markets on the weekend because I need to buy some vegetables to make a special dinner for someone. Okay, that's an example of a sentence. So you can write it and I will check it for you. We're talking about your plans for the future. So it is something that's not happening now, but it's going to happen. Now, you could make it really short, as Javiera asked me. You could say, I'm going to go, but you've got to be very clear on that. I'm going to go to the markets to do something. So I'll write my example. So my example was, as I said, I'm going to go to the markets. Okay, now I want to say why, because I'm going to go to the markets to buy some vegetables so that I can make a special dinner for someone. So I'm going to go to the markets. This is the action. We can see it here. And when I want to say why, you can see I've got to verb, to buy some vegetables, to get something. Okay, and another why, so that, because you want to say two reasons. I need to buy some vegetables. And then why do I need to buy some vegetables? So that I can make a special dinner for someone. Now, this one here, this is what I was talking about. So this is what we learned. I'm going to go somewhere. You could also say, I'm gonna go. But I would only use this when your English is very clear. I'm gonna go. Again, the same sentence, to the markets. Okay, so it becomes, don't forget this part, because a lot of people say, I gonna. You have to say, I'm gonna go to the markets. Okay, I'm gonna go to the markets. The same sentence, to buy some vegetables so that I could make a special dinner for someone. And I said, I'm going to go to the markets. I should say here on the weekend or on Sunday. If I want, I can say when, on Sunday. Okay, so you can see the structure. You start this with this, the going to verb. Put when here. If you want, you can start the sentence with the time. On Sunday, I'm going to go to the markets. So you can start the sentence with on Sunday. Okay, so that's my example. Okay, so you can write your plans for the weekends. Is it that you're going to go to the beach? You're going to go to the movies? Remember, we've been talking about entertainment. So where are you going to go where you have fun? And, you know, maybe it's with friends. Don't forget to say who. With friends, with your husband, with your co-workers, with your children. Okay, so you could say who, you can say where, the location, and you can say why. So you can say, why are you going to go there? All in, you know, the one, maybe you need to make it 2 sentences, but you can give that information when you talk about your plans for the weekend, or maybe it's your plans for next week, or your plans for next year, or for your next traveling trip, whatever it is. Okay, so we use going to go when we talk about our plans. Doesn't matter what it could be. As I said, your plan anytime in the future. Okay, so that's all for this lesson.